ignore everybody moved us here. Let's do all the games on Thursday night. The first game is the Wizards beating the Utah Jazz, 131, 122. Jazz been dropping games while Phoenix Suns, although they did lose to the Timberwolves yesterday as well. But Jazz lead currently is they're 1.5 games ahead of Lakers and 2.5 games ahead of Suns. So they're all within striking distance. This game, Jazz, Bogdanovic 2 for 12, just horrible. Had 3 steals. He's not a must roster guy, and definitely stream him for points and threes. Could be the best points and 3 streamers out there, but the production elsewhere is very limited. Royce O'Neal, 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. If you are punting points, he's a great fit for your team. In my opinion, he hits a lot of threes as well. Rudy Gobert, 10 points, 13 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Good defensive stats. But I expected more against these Wizards centers, right? They got Alex Len, Wagner, and Lopez. Rudy Gobert should be dominating. Joe Ingles had a huge game. If you wanna, this game Mike Conley was out, but he's been getting consistent 25 minutes. He's been playing quite well lately. So if you want to pick him up, ride the hot streak, sure. The next game with Mike Conley back, he might just play 25 minutes and not do much. But this game obviously great. You know, the player is going to a hot stretch of shooting, so maybe he's in it. So you want to grab him. He took 17 shots as well against the bad Wizards team. Keep in mind, Donovan Mitchell 42 points, great efficiency everywhere, 6 assists and 2 steals. Jordan Clarkson's not so much, 2 for 11, still give you 6 assists. I will still hold on to him. I think he's been a top 80 guy so far this season. I don't think anything would change to, he still should be a top 80 guy. For the Wizards, Rui Hachimura, maybe it's time to consider pick him up. The minutes is really high the past week or so, 35 plus minutes. Although this game it's 12 points and 7 rebounds and nothing else. This is the worry with Rui Hachimura. But with such high minutes, right, it's hard to ignore because he could provide you good points and rebound, and that's pretty much it. But 35 minutes is nothing. It's like RJ Barrett situation. You know, if the guy is playing 35 minutes, you gotta take a look at him. Alex Len was playing quite well. This game only 18 minutes because they don't really want to play him down the stretch. They give Robin Lopez 27 minutes. So now that Wagner is out of the way, Lopez and Lane, they are splitting the minutes. So I'll be okay streaming either one of them. Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook both great. Bradley Beal, great efficiency everywhere. Only 2 rebounds because Westbrook took all the rebounds. 5 assists and no defensive sack. Continue to be strong. Scoring wise, Russell Westbrook, 9 for 11 from the free throw line, 52% from the field. This is maybe a sell high moment for Westbrook. But in category leagues, if you're gonna trade him, that might just dramatically change your team up because your free throw is gonna improve, your turnover is gonna improve by a lot, but you're gonna lose out so many rebound assists and steals lately. So it's a trade-off. It depends on your team. You could trade him for the value. I mean, if you're not gonna get a top 40 guy back for Westbrook, I don't know. You might just wait up pump points and improve on all the other areas, right? Westbrook is such a special case in fantasy, but he's been playing so well lately, and maybe he's turned around in his free throws. He's shooting such horribly, like 50% for like a month. The past 2-3 games has improved. If he can just be a 75 free throw shooter, his value goes up so much. Let's go on to the next game. OKC losing to Atlanta Hawks 116-93. OKC, they got a couple guys back. Al Horford is back. Lou Dort is back. So, Darius Bazley is week to week. I would pick up Isaiah Roby. It seems like he still got his run, even though they got blown out. He still got his 24 minutes, so he's going to start in place of Bazley while he's out. So he could have some short-term value. Who knows? If Al Horford gets moved or something like that happens, he's gonna have an increased role on this team. 8-8. Everybody played pretty bad on OKC this game. Al Horford came back, played 24 minutes. Who knows? We are 1 week away from the deadline, so just be ready to keep your phone up, keep the notifications up, and in case some trade happens, if Al Horford gets moved, Moses Brown and Isaiah Roby, those guys are definitely worth picking up. Speaking of Moses Brown, 24 minutes, had a huge game last game. This game, for rebound, I would still hold on to him for a little bit longer, see what happens. But we know if Al Horford plays, he's not going to play huge minutes, right? He might just get 24, 23 minutes a night. And sometimes he can still go off in such, short amount of time. And we can see Pokusevski stayed in the starting lineup. They basically moved Theo Maledon. They're making Shea the point guard. So I think Pokusevski is also a guy you can roster. He got the second most minutes here. I would still hold on to both Pokusevski and Isaiah Roby and Moses Brown. All three guys I would want to hold and see situation. And obviously play horribly. Minus 25, 6 rebound, 2 assists. Those guys are young and raw, but sometimes they struggle. Sometimes they could go off. They have a good opportunity. So yeah, I would hold on now to all three. See what happens because Bazley is going to be out. When Bazley comes back, maybe some guy losing out all the minutes. We don't know. We will see. Theo Maledon, move to the bench, play 22 minutes. You can drop in. Although 10 and 5 is not too bad for him. And the Atlanta Hawks, Capella came back. Gallinari only getting 25 minutes. So 8 and 9 rebound is nice. But with Capella back, it seems like it's eating into Gallinari's minutes. Interestingly, and Bogdanovic getting his 29 minutes. And due to the blowout, Trae Young only got 25 minutes, while Bogdanovic got his round 30 minutes. I don't think it's time to pick up Bogdanovic. It's just a blowout, so he was gonna get extra minutes and let Trae Young rest. Clint Capella 8 and 8 coming back from the injury. We'll see if he has another bad game or two. Sure, maybe try to buy low on him. John Collins great, 3 blocks, 19 points, 3 rebounds, and he's a trade candidate. If he goes somewhere else, he could be really good. If you can get if you really like John Collins, you trade a top 40 guy for him. Although he's more like a top 50 guy, but if he gets traded, he could be he could be freed. He could be unleashed. He could average 20-10 with 1.5 blocks and with good efficiency everywhere. Kevin Huerter, I think still you gotta roster him. 10 and 4. The minutes is there, and he's putting up good stats across the board. Let's go on to the next game. The Orlando Magic losing to the Knicks. What a slow-scoring game, 94-93. Evan Fournier came back, took 21 shots. I would try to trade Evan Fournier. This guy has been in and out of the lineup. Magic has nothing to play for, and he seems to just get injured a lot. And he played 1 game, played 2 or 3 games, great games, but then he's out for like 2 weeks. If I can get a top, 90 guy or 100 guy back for Evan Fournier, I probably would. Who knows? He might get traded. But whenever he plays, he's really good. He's like a John Wall situation, really a headache to him. But whenever he plays, he seems to put up good stats. Even brought the defense, 2 steals and block. Not a big blocks guy, but I remember a couple weeks back he had a full blocking. He's not a big blocks guy, but he's bringing everything whenever he plays. I would try to move him. Vucevic, great, just filling up the stat sheet. We don't know. Magic has nothing to play for. Vucevic seems like the only guy, and he's been fairly healthy all season. I would just write it out. Aaron Gordon also, if he's out there on the waiver wire, if Aaron Gordon and Evan Fournier are on the waiver wire, you got to pick both of them up. Aaron Gordon, pretty good game, and he was on the minute restriction for a long time. No, he actually played. He got hurt, came back, played 1 or 2 games on the minute restriction, and then got hurt again. Came back 31 minutes. Good stuff for Aaron Gordon. You got to pick him up. This year, he really increased his assist numbers. Although efficiency-wise, still could be rough, but everything else looked pretty great. Dwayne Bacon is still getting the 26 minutes. Yeah, not interested. And Terrence Ross is still out. All the guys on Magic, especially the veterans, if they get hurt, it seems like they get hurt so often. Terrence Ross is in and out the lineup so much. Same thing with Evan Fournier, Aaron Gordon, all those guys. Vucevic is the only guy that pretty consistent. On the Knicks side, everybody's out. D Rose is out due to protocol. Even Emmanuel quickly, was out. So Reggie Bullock came off the bench, played 35 minutes. They really need, all the guards to play high minutes. We know what Alec Burks can do. Given this man 33, 34 minutes, he put up big stats. So, if Emmanuel quickly, Elfrid Payton, D Rose continue to be out, sure, you can roster this guy, but who knows? Those guys might just be back. Same thing with RJ Barrett. I think the reason the minutes is so high for him because all the guards are out. Once everybody comes back and be healthy, he's not going to get this level of opportunity. 17 and 9, nothing else. Nerlens Noel, wow. Yeah, I think the sell high window for him is closed. Without Mitchell Robinson, he plays 17 minutes. This is the worry with him. I mean, even, coming into the season before Mitchell get hurt, is that, the Knicks, they might just go small a lot of the times, the modern NBA. And Nerlens Noel is not exactly great. I mean, in 17 minutes, he had one steal and one block. Maybe some other nights he could play 25 minutes, but the minutes has been trending down. Just not that long ago, with all the guards healthy, he was playing 40 minutes. Yeah, guys like this, just the minutes is so up and down, like a Chris Boucher in earlier season, right? Although Chris Boucher could still lose minutes with everybody coming back, but just very inconsistent minutes and inconsistent production. Sometimes give you 5 blocks and sometimes just give you nothing. Julius Randle, maybe it's a sell high. He had career high 17 assists. Bad efficiency everywhere, but 17 assists. All the guards are out. Elfrid Payton, D Rose. I'm pretty sure he won't get 17 assists again this season or next season. Who knows? All the guards are out. If you can sell Randle for a top 40, 35 guy, I would do it. And the free throw is falling off quite a bit. So hey, try to make a trade away Randle. Let's go on to the next game. The Minnesota Timberwolves beating. That is a big surprise. The Timberwolves led by Cat and Anthony Edwards. This Cat obviously great. 8 assists. Play under the new coach. The coach does want to get Cat more involved running the offense. Getting those assists, great numbers. Like I said, before this game, if you can get Jimmy Butler, if you can get Cat for Jimmy Butler, I would do it. I would try to get Karl Anthony Towns. But after this game, it will be tough. 41 points and good efficiency everywhere. This is what Cat can do, right? The only thing is maybe the steals is lacking a little bit, but everything looks great. Even now that the assist is even up. You pair him up with a guy like Kawhi Leonard. You're good. And, you're good in all categories pretty much. Anthony Edwards, 42 points, great. For 2 steals, 3 assists. The counting stats is just crazy and bad from the free throw line. If you can get any top 60, 70 value back, I would absolutely do it. D'Lo and Malik Beasley, they're coming back soon. And Anthony Edwards is just not going to take 31 shots. There is no way, right? He might eat into D'Lo's and Malik Beasley's shot attempts a little bit. Because for the season, those 4 guys have in the beginning of the season, those 4 guys have played together. But back then, Anthony Edwards wasn't getting 35 minutes. But now I'm pretty sure when all those guys come back, Anthony Edwards still going to get 30 minutes a night. So it'll be interesting to see how the usage is going to go around. Because we're not going to have Anthony Edwards taking 31 shots. That's 1/3 of all shot attempts. So I will try to sell high for Anthony Edwards. Ricky Rubio also. Good game. 5 assists. 3 steals, 4 points. But those guys are coming back, and he's going to go back to playing 15 to 20 minutes. And Jared Vanderbilt, what are we doing with him? Playing 8 minutes, start him every game, playing 8 minutes, and now playing him again. While Jaden McDaniel, Joshua Okogie is still getting 20 plus minutes, but those guys are. Jaden McDaniels does have some fantasy upside because he blocked a lot of shots, but the minutes is very inconsistent. They actually got a lot of good fantasy players on this team in fantasy-wise. Naz Reid also can block a lot of shots, can score a bunch, give it the minutes, but when Karl Anthony Towns is healthy, can't really do much. For the Suns, Mikal Bridges had a great game. Great efficiency, bad free throw, but it's only 2 shot attempts. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Wow, you really, if he can average 3-4 assists, I think he could be a top 50 guy you know, or 40 guy. It's just the steal numbers. He's been getting not a lot of steals, but consistently getting one steal a game. We will see. He's such a good defender. I just expect him to get more steals. If he be a 1.3, 1.4 steals guy, he's a top 40 guy. Not a lot of huge counting stats, but the steals, the blocks, the efficiency is really good. They finally started Jay Crowder and say, fuck Frank Kaminsky. Jay Crowder's 31 minutes is a good streamer for points and threes. Just be aware of the field goals. DeAndre Ayton, 6 fouls, 26 minutes. Only 7 rebounds, continue to disappoint, but at this point, we know. Devin Booker, really good scoring. 35 points, 6 assists is really nice. 4 rebound, great game from Devin Booker. And Chris Paul, only 5 assists, but that's okay. I think lately, Devin Booker's assist has been up. So I was wrong about that. I thought that it's going to stay that all season. Maybe they are changing their offense a little bit, letting Devin Booker, run the point for a little while when he's out there, not just giving the burden to Chris Paul all the time. But Chris Paul should still be fine. It's just the Devin Booker's assist gonna be up. 4 steals, really really nice game from Chris Paul, and he's being healthy. Most importantly, healthy. And whenever he plays, beginning of the season he was getting literally 0 steals. Now the steals are back. 17 points, good stuff on Chris Paul. Let's go on to the next game. The Pelicans. Wow, they just played Portland back-to-back. They lost again. Brandon Ingram, pretty bad night. Bad efficiency, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, no defensive stats, 19 points. Zion Williamson, great stuff. 26 points, 10 rebounds. Most importantly, the 1 steal and 2 blocks. It's just a matter of he can bring the defensive stats, and he brought that. Field goal for him it's pretty bad, 53%. Regardless, pretty good. Steven Adams, 35 minutes. If the guy can get 30 minutes, you got to roster him due to his high rebound. But sometimes he played 20. You can stream this guy for rebounds. That's about it. Eric Bledsoe, stream this guy. Even when given 30, 35 minutes, he wasn't really doing much. This game, still in the block is nice, but most nights he's not doing anything. And they've been giving some minutes to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He was out of the lineup. So those 19 minutes all goes to Eric Bledsoe. Well, a lot of it goes to Eric Bledsoe. Now it's the coach is starting playing Eric Bledsoe and Kira Lewis again. Just interesting stuff. But only giving this guy 20 minutes, so not worth streaming. Lonzo Ball, 30 high minutes for Lonzo. 15 points, great stuff. And the assist has been up lately for Lonzo. Still in the block, good stuff on Lonzo Ball. On the Portland side, CJ McCollum still under a minute restriction. Maybe there's a buy low. Try to get a top 50 guy. Trade a top 50 guy or top 60 guy plus another guy for CJ. He was inside of the top 10 before he got hurt. We know even when he's fully back and healthy, he's not going to put up that level of stat. To me, he's more like a top 40 or top 50 guy. Good scoring, good threes, and nothing else really. But before he got hurt this season, he was dishing out assists. He was getting the steals. I doubt those numbers going to be back and making almost 5 threes a game. I doubt those numbers going to be back. But with him back, Damian Lillard has been playing it great. No assist this game for Dame. That is weird. 36 points, 7 turnovers. Dame continues to be great. I checked the rankings in 9 categories leagues. Dame was already up there. Ranked number 6. Good stuff on Dame. CJ, he'll be better. Will be a buy low opportunity. And Ernest Cantor, come on, try to sell this guy. The window is closing. He's been so good, to his credit, with Yusuf Nurkic out. One of the guys in the NBA leading in rebound, averaging 11.6 rebound. So I would try to move him. Robert Covington, great. Still getting the 10 rebound, 1 steal and 2 blocks. What else can you say about the Lord? Really, really good stuff. And, hitting the shots again. Over 50% shooting. Derrick Jones Jr. got his 32 minutes. Huge game for him. The guy is like defensive specialty like a Matisse Thybulle. The minutes was very inconsistent for him lately. Before CJ came back, even the last game he only played 20 minutes. This game he had it going, 2 steals and 4 blocks. This is what the man can do. every once in a while he'll go off, you know, like this. And with all the guys back, Gary Trent Jr. still played 27 minutes, but 1 for 11. He's still a streamer for points and threes, but nothing else. Maybe not even points. Only a streamer for threes at this point. And yeah, you can remove Melo from your lineup as well with CJ coming back. The last game is the Lakers beating the Charlotte Hornets. Man, this game, I just saw the ESPN headlines. It's when LaMelo Ball when asked the question, "Do you care?" What was the question? Just some really weird question. And LaMelo answered, "I don't really care." And ESPN was, first take was just talking about them. They had like a section just to talk about what this means. Is he disrespecting LeBron? It's just interesting stuff. But Lakers got the win. Charlotte Hornets, Gordon Hayward is, maybe it's a buy low. 10 assists is great for Gordon Hayward. 9 rebound. I was gonna say buy low, looking at 3 for 8, only attempted 8 shot attempt. That's really weird. But the line looks actually great. 9 rebound, 10 assists, and a steal. Good game from Gordon Hayward in my opinion. Still, PJ Washington great. 1 steal, 4 blocks, 18 points, 8 rebound. Yeah, this guy is very up and down. He's got a pretty consistent role on this team. Could average 30 points. Could give you steals, blocks, some rebounding. So don't drop him. The next time he has he plays 25 minutes and score 2 points. Yeah, don't do that. Just hold on to him. Cody Zeller, yeah, you can drop him. 11 minutes. Because PJ got 39 minutes, I wouldn't rush Cody Zeller. I wouldn't even want to stream him because the minutes is so inconsistent. Terry Rozier continues to be... Actually, the efficiency is bad this game. 20 points, took 19 shots. Continues to impress everybody. Terry Rozier proving everybody wrong. But again, for guys like this, only score and hit threes. I'm just not a huge fan of guys like this. Just too one-dimensional, and points and threes. The points is hard to find, sure, but threes is so easy. And if the efficiency fall off, they don't really give you anything else. One steal this year. Terry Rozier really, averaging 1.3, 1.4 steals. That is also very nice. Where is Terry? Yeah, 1.4 steals, 48% from the field. Good stuff from Terry Rozier, and making 3.3s a game, 20 points. LaMelo Ball, 33 minutes. He bounced back. If you bought low on him, congrats. 26 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, and a steal. Good stuff, and 6 turnovers. Well, that's the problem with him. And Devontae Graham's minutes is creeping up. I still wouldn't roster him until he gets 30 minutes. We don't know if that's ever gonna happen. There'll be games, I think, maybe he played 30 minutes one game, but the next game going back to 20, 25. And with this guy playing 35 minutes, really he give you 5, 6 assists, and that's it. Maybe some threes as well, but everything, field goal is such a big negative for the field goal. So be careful. If you're pounding field goal, okay, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't hate it rostering him. Miles Bridges, 24 minutes. Yeah, only stream this guy. Would not roster. On the Lakers side, AD still weeks away. So LeBron took over, 37 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Where's LeBron's ranking? He's such a bad free throw shooter. The ranking is, inside the top 30. Shooting 70% from the free throw line on 6 attempts. And I don't know, LeBron is 37 years old. Still don't miss games. Played 40 games this season, averaging 34 minutes. Just like a rock every single year. Great game from him. Damian Jones, their center rotation. I thought Montrezl Harrell without Marc Gasol, without AD, he would get some run, but still only 22 minutes. If you sold high on him, congrats. He was playing 35, 36 minutes, putting up huge stats before this game. 22 minutes here, 11 rebounds, 7, yeah, just really okay numbers. If you need field goal, really need field goal, I don't hate rostering him until those guys come back. But when those guys, everybody comes back, yeah, you gotta try to sell high or drop it. Kyle Kuzma, yeah, the Laker guys. Now the guys are just like exciting, Kyle Kuzma, sure, given the minutes, he could grab you a bunch of rebounds and score a bunch of points. but another guy that don't get a lot of assists, don't get a lot of defensive stats, and bad efficiency. So stream him with and with AD out. But yeah, Dennis Schroeder also, I think with AD out, he's been getting a lot of minutes and a lot of usage. I would try to sell high before AD comes back. God knows when that is. KCP 30 minutes. Yeah, not much. And I like this guy, Talon Horton Tucker. He can really fill up the stats. He's getting the assists, steals, blocks, and scoring points in good, efficient manner. But this game going back to 18 minutes. So yeah, this Laker team, to be honest, other than LeBron, nobody is a must roster guy. Obviously AD, pretty boring across the board. All the guys. That's it for Thursday. I'll see you guys tomorrow.